What's up, guys? I'm going to be doing an unboxing and an overview of the RPC-231 rack-mounted case from Norco. Let's get started. In my last few videos, I've been documenting some issues that I was having with my firewall, and I ended up building a brand new one and putting it in a temporary location. I picked this up from Newegg, and this is going to be the final spot for my firewall. So let me get this out of the box and I'll show you what's inside. Back at the workbench, because it's a lot easier to do it here than at that table. The case and the accessory box were the only two things inside that plain brown box, but they were packaged nicely, which is good. The accessory box itself has some screws and these metal plates, which I think are drive rails of some kind. The case itself is a standard width, so it'll fit in the server cabinet okay, but it's not very deep. It's about 15¼ inches deep, and as such will only support a couple of different form factors for your motherboard. It will be like a micro ATX and an ITX size. That's okay, because I'm using a micro ATX board for my firewall. It will not support a ton of stuff because it's relatively small and it's only 2U in size, but for my firewall that's fine, so no big deal there. The cover here is held in place by a few screws, so you got 2 screws here and then on the other side, so I'm going to pull those out so that you can actually see what the inside of the case looks like. Here's the front, a couple of 5¼ inch bays, power and reset button, as well as some status LEDs. You get 2 USB 2.0 slots in the front. This guy right here looks like a button, but it really isn't. There's no click behind this, and that looks like a little speaker, so maybe it's like a mute button or something, but it doesn't apply in this case. I've turned the unit around so I can show you how the top part comes off. You take off the screws, so a pair here and then a pair on the other side, and then this just slides down. I have to say that this guy is really solid and really heavy, and which is nice, and you can see the screw holes here and here, and then there's this plastic protective plastic that I'll have to peel off, but that's okay, I'll leave that alone for now. The inside is pretty basic. You have a couple of bays up front for hard drive, so 3½ inch bays. You've got your 5¼ inch cutout there for your optical drives. This guy right here actually is a locking mechanism for your drives. So if you take those rails that I showed you previously from the accessories box and then put them on your DVD drive and then slide that in that way, then what you would do is push that in, and that will engage a mechanism inside there that would actually lock the drive in place, so you don't have to worry about screwing anything in. So you can just unlock them to install and then lock it when you're done, which is kind of nice. You have your USB header, as well as all your standard leads for your power, reset, and status LEDs. These guys right here are power for 3 separate 40mm cooling fans, which are on the bottom, and I'll show you those in just a second. Here's a close-up of those 3 40mm cooling fans, and they sit right underneath the hard drive bays up front here. Still focused up front on the hard drive bays, Norco decided to include these anti-vibration mounts on the bays, which is actually a really nice touch. Last but not least, here's the back. You have your cutout here for your motherboard I/O, expansion slots, and you'll notice that the slots here as well as the back over here have cutouts for ventilation, and of course your cutout for your standard ATX power supply. Well, that wraps up my unboxing and overview of the Norco RPC-231 case. Definitely follow me on Twitter. You'll get updates on when new videos are posted, as well as some high quality tweets from me. Definitely like and subscribe, because that helps me out a ton. And as always, thanks for watching. See you next time.